Punta kami sa Windsor Castle, Stonehenge at Bath.
One of the many ways of celebrating the victory at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. So this is a battle between the English and the French when Arthur Wellesley, a leader of the English troops, defeated Emperor Napoleon. We were so happy that he'd done that we gave Arthur Wellesley, the Duke of Wellington, a house to say thank you, and his house looks out onto this park to your right. This is Hyde Park. So Hyde Park, this is one of the 8 royal parks in central London. We're really fortunate because although we are a capital city, it's also very green in London. We have lots of royal parks like this and lots of really small parks. We call them pocket parks. So you can go and have your lunch on a nice sunny day. You'll often find Londoners doing that, coming out of the office and going to the parks. When you go to Hyde Park, or when you see it from a distance, from the outside, you think, well, there's not much going on, it's just a park. But actually there's loads of stuff happening in there. There's an art gallery, for one thing, it's called the Serpentine, focuses on modern art. There's a lake, again, called the Serpentine, and it's so named because it's kind of shaped a bit like a snake, a bit like a serpent. You can go rowing on the Serpentine in the summer. Sometimes people go swimming in the Serpentine as well. There's a horse track that goes around the perimeter of the park. You can go horse riding there. There's a stables here with instructors that will take you around. Then they also have live events. So in the hot heat of the summer, they have big concerts in Hyde Park. So all the big names have plays here. I came here a few years ago and I saw, oh gosh, this would show my age, I saw Alanis Morissette when she was big, and I saw The Who as well. And then at Christmas time, they have a big Christmas market called Winter Wonderland, and that takes up about 1/3 of the park. And they've got a fun fair here, they've got an ice rink, they've got lots of stalls,
turn right,
some trinkets, and it stays throughout Christmas and just past New Year as well. So loads of stuff going on. Designer shopping, to be more specific. We've got 2 very popular department stores here. The first of which is over on our left-hand side now. You see all the kind of multicoloured window displays on the left. This is Harvey Nichols, or Harvey Nicks as we call it. If anyone's ever seen the TV show Absolutely Fabulous with Jennifer Saunders and Joanna Lumley, this is where they like to come and have their afternoon tea and champagne and so on in Harvey Nicks. This was also apparently one of Princess Diana's favourite London department stores. Really lovely inside. The window displays are always really interesting. They're dressed at the beginning of every season by London fashion and design students. So they're really... This is a hotel. This is the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Lots of celebrities like to stay here. The singer Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z, they like to stay there. And they were here a few years ago. Beyonce had some concerts happening. She had a day off and she wanted to go shopping, but didn't want to be spotted by the paparazzi. So she got her chauffeur-driven car with the blacked-out windows to drive her from the Mandarin Oriental on the right-hand side of the road to Shoppers Museum, or the V&A. This is where you come if you want to see beautiful sculptures, Raphael cartoons, if you want to see stained glass windows, incredibly preserved, very old stained glass windows. The permanent collection here is always free. They do have temporary exhibits quite regularly. At the moment, very, very popular exhibition is of dresses by Christian Dior. They sold out almost instantly, so they've added another, I think it's almost 2 months extra onto their run, and again proving to be very, very popular. Just behind the Victoria and Albert Museum, further down the next road on the right, is the Science Museum. That's where you can see things like the computer that Tim Berners-Lee used when developing the World Wide Web. It was also where a few weeks ago the Queen visited and posted her first ever Instagram post, and the world went mad. But I think the building that overshadows everything else is over on the right now. Look at this. This stunning building. This is, we call it Nature's Cathedral. This is the Natural History Museum. And this is where you come if you want to see dinosaur skeletons, fossils of extinct species from around the world. There's millions of items inside.
may bracelet kami para daw hindi mawala. Para yan sa entrance. Ito, nakarating na kami. Maaga kami dumating, so pagdating namin, close pa yung gate. So nagantay kami. So ready na tayo pumasok sa loob. Parang airport din dito. May body scan. Tapos ipapakita mo yung passport mo. Tapos yung entrance ticket. Ayan, nandito na kami sa loob ng castle. Castillo pala. So, yung mga tao nagkakagulo. Pagpasok talaga sa loob ng castle, kanya-kanya selfie yung mga tao. Kasi nagmamadali. Baka maiwan kami ng bus mamaya. So, yung kasama ko, mabilis na lumakad. Dalian ko daw. Huwag na daw ako mag-video. Sabi ko mamaya. Maglalakad tayo papunta sa St. George Chapel. Maganda doon pa. Picture taking sa labas lang. Hindi daw pwede ngayon sa loob kasi may mass. Nandito na tayo sa harap ng St. George Chapel. Picture muna.